So I just wrote something on the train on the way here, so we're both going to discover what it is now because there may be typos, I'm not entirely sure, but I just know that it needs to be said, so we're going to say it. I have a little jade plant. Her name is Baby Jade. She's teaching me many things since making the perilous journey from the California desert to arrive at my front door. She's teaching me how to listen because she can only listen. She has no choice to talk. She teaches me stillness because she can only sit. She teaches me growth because she can only grow. As humans, the only time we grow is when we reach for what is outside of ourselves. Something we don't know we're capable of, the unknown, and the desire for more. How do we get there? We must change. We must become something we've never been before. What phase are you in, caterpillar? Have you dreamed about what your wings might look like when you burst out of your cocoon? Do you know what's waiting for you on the other side? Have you heard the calling deep inside your heart, beckoning you to break free from your fragile walls of prison? You don't know when. You don't know anything, caterpillar, but this cocoon protecting you. But when your moment comes, you know it. You realize it is meant for you. The spark is lit inside your heart. The flames are fueled by time because all at once you are aware that there is only so much time. I think my time has come. I think my time is now. Nobody tells the caterpillar what a butterfly looks like. The image starts within. The miracle of the pain, of the discomfort, of the cocoon gives rise to the thought, butterfly. The first thing we encounter in this life is fear and pain. And as soon as we burst through into the light, it all disappears. And in an instant, we forget how we got here. We are severed from our soul and wake up from the dream. It slips through our fingers like quicksand, and our birth becomes the first thing we overcome, the first thing we do well. And we're rewarded with a name. And it rings like bells through the air, and nothing about that terrifying pilgrimage matters. There is nothing in the world but these waves of love that are heaped upon us, and the sound of our name, and the cries of joy that we made it, and everyone is high, and everyone is love, and everyone thanks you for just being you, for deciding to arrive, for answering the call, for bringing a new color into the world that wasn't here before and will never be here again. And we open our mouths and pour out our unique voice, and the sound rings through infinity, echoing through the hills of all that is. We are here. We belong. We are wanted. We made it through. And now our only job is to breathe, is to settle, is to find a sunny spot to lay down our roots and grow. We may flourish here, or we may perish trying, and no matter what, we will be remembered. We will be thanked for what we have contributed. Your uniqueness will be applauded. Maybe not while you can hear it, but everyone gets their praise. Everyone gets their masterpiece moment. Every living thing has left an imprint that outlives them. You were here for a time, and that time mattered. And your love was felt, and your anger was felt, and your tears were tasted by someone, and they remember. Stop trying to be so perfect. You are already here. You don't need a reason. You don't need instructions on how to be used. The instruction is care. Use all things with care. Use yourself with care. You are worthy of care. You deserve to have your preference and to be preferred. So what would you do if time wasn't stopping you? What would you do if money didn't exist? What do you really want to be if you were ever allowed to actually grow up? What would it take to remember the dream? When was the last time you remembered? The dream is right there in your mind, sitting in that locked room at the end of the hall. Are you too afraid to look at it? Are you afraid what you might find? A dried out, crumpled up, dead dream in the corner? Could it be revived? Could you afford to nurse it back to health? Because that is your dream. That dream chose you, and you chose it, and you are linked forever to each other. And every night she runs through your mind like a wild deer in the woods, and you don't remember reaching out to grasp her by the tail. She slipped through your fingers, and you get born into your earthly body every morning, morning after morning. You open your eyes, you let in the lies, and you believe in the boundary more than you believe in the union. You believe in the limitation more than the exception. What if I told you you were the exception? What if I told you you dreamed every night? It's a fact, we do, we dream every night. And every morning we allow ourselves to forget, but you can allow yourself to remember at any time. And when you do, and when it makes you very sad, I will also tell you, you have everything you need to start again. You and your little life have everything you need. And your little body is more than ready to try. What is waiting for you on the other edge of the darkest night? There's something beautiful waiting for you. The dream of life is waiting for you to remember how to wake yourself up. I want to say, Lexi, thank you so much for having me to do this, because I've never read my poetry ever in front of people before I started doing these, and every time I have more fun. And if it weren't for this, I would have had no reason to furiously just write that on my way here. So thank you. You inspire me to no end, truly. I hope to be like Lexi when I grow up.